A great way of adding that little bit extra to your science film and help carry the story forward is by adding music to it. So let's have a look at how we do that in Adobe Premiere Rush. I've already got my timeline built out. It's about 44 seconds long. And we've got some drone footage here at the start. And then we've got an interview with Tamara in the middle. And then some more B-roll or landscape footage. And then some more interview with her at the end. And then just an out. And you can see by the waveforms down here that you can see she's talking. Which is good, but then there's no waveforms down here, there's no audio to go with this, so we need to add some music in so it's not silent for the entire time that you're looking at some nice drone footage. So there's a few ways that we can do that. I've downloaded some music from Soundstripe. If you want to know where to get music from and where you have the rights to use it, we've got a video all about that on our website, so go and have a look. But I've downloaded this from Soundstripe, I've paid for it, I've got the rights to use it, so I'm going to use this one. So this one I could just cut 44 seconds out of it and place it in. But a really good way of knowing or having an intro and an outro to a piece of music is literally just by using the start and the end. So I'm going to drag this down and use maybe like the first 10, 15 seconds, something like that. And I'm going to add that to it. So I'm going to add that in down there. And that's like the introduction. And then I can also use the outro then at the other end as well. And that's like an obvious natural out to it. So I can just use this bit as well, and I can add that to it. So we can add this in now and put them on the same level. And I really want this part, this like last beat, to be right on the end. But obviously now we've got this gap in the middle, but we can just pull this across and pull this across. And then these will naturally go together. You'll be able to obviously tell where the start of the song is and then where the end of the song is, but we're going to hide that behind Tamara talking, so you shouldn't be able to hear it quite as much. So we could go through this now and start to chop it up, but let's listen to how it sounds to begin with.
And Chad in the Peak District.
Well, that sounds great. It's a nice introduction to it, but it's too loud when she's talking. So we could go through this and like chop it there, and then chop it there, and drop the audio levels, and the same on this bit and this bit. But Adobe Rush has a really cool part to it, where you can just do that with one click. So I can find out where she's going to be talking.
And Chad in the Peak.
So this is obviously the section she's talking, it's the interview. And then I can come to, if you can't see it, then you might be on one of these other parts, the graphics parts or something like that, but there's a volume part or an audio part that's there. And it'll automatically detect the voice. So if I click on this one, it'll detect that it's music. If I click on this one, it'll detect that it's voice. So it's really good like that. And then what we can do then is go to the music part. It knows where the voices are. So we can go to the audio part and we can click auto duck, which out of context sounds a bit funny. But auto duck, you can see what it's done there is it's found out where she's speaking and it's dropped the level just there. And we can do the same one on this. So go to auto duck on this section. Let's go to change type to music and then auto duck there. Perfect. So it's ducked it down again there, brought it back up for the landscape and the B-roll footage and ducked it down again. So let's have a look what that sounds like.
And Chad in the Peak District, down in Portland and Swanage. It's just so much fun. We've got so much, there's just so much to do in the UK.
So that sounds really good. And you can see that on this bit, we can move this around and it wasn't that obvious that it moved from one thing to another. Maybe like if I move this across and then that across there, it might sound a little bit better.
Down in Portland and Swanage, it's just so much fun. We've got so.
And we've hidden the fact that it goes from the start of the song to the end of the song behind her talking, and same for the end.
And explore the same place because it's such a personal thing, you haven't explored that place, and instantly by.
And obviously what she's saying doesn't make too much sense because I just chopped that out and put it in. But you can see how easy it is to just duck that music down when she's talking and then bring it back up when she's not. So it's a really good way of like making sure those silences are all filled in with some nice music. You can change the type of music that you put in to affect the mood as well. But always make sure that when your person is talking on screen, if there's an interview or if you're talking, that you duck that music down so it doesn't overpower that person. So that's how you do it in Adobe Premiere Rush.